Meet the OM system OM-3, a micro four thirds system inspired by the iconic OM 35mm film cameras, but packed with the latest high-performance features suitable for the modern-day creator. OM system is massively known as one of the go-tos when it comes to shooting in the wild, and with their tagline "It's in our nature" still very prominent at the launch of the OM-3, we've brought this street-style camera to Bath to put it through its paces, but to find where nature still exists throughout the city.
At its core, the OM-3 inherits the same pro-level image quality seen in the OM-1 Mark II. Featuring a 20.4 megapixel stacked BSI Live MOS quad pixel sensor that's powered by the TruePic X processor, this camera delivers unparalleled clarity, detail, and dynamic range.
The OM-3's design cues are unmistakable. Its compact yet robust full metal body harkens back to a golden age in photography, offering a tactile and satisfying experience for every shot. At just under 500 grams, it's light enough to carry with you throughout the day, yet solid enough to inspire confidence. But this camera isn't just about nostalgia, it's packed with features to make it a true companion for today's creators.
On the front, we find a dial borrowed from the Pen F that allows you to seamlessly toggle between 4 distinct profiles: Color, Monochrome, Color Creator, and Art Filters. In both Color and Monochrome, you have 4 presets to choose from, but each of these can be adjusted to create your own unique and personal styles via the menu. You can change everything from the saturation, highlights, shadows, shading effects, sharpness and contrast, giving you quick access to all your desired styles, all in camera. You will also be able to download other personal presets via the OM workspace, letting you install other people's styles to fit with your content. This is a tried and tested system that professionals have come to love, guaranteeing the OM-3 will give exceptional results. Continuous burst shooting is available up to 120 frames per second when shooting in single shot AF, or 50 frames per second in continuous autofocus. Helping to keep your shots in focus, we find an AI subject detection autofocus system, which will keep up with faster moving subjects such as humans, birds, dogs and cats, cars, trains, and aeroplanes. This is a pretty extensive range to choose between, and seeing it in action as it detects the bird in my frame is impressive. As the goal moves, the OM changes between the head or eye, depending on which is more visible in the frame. Across the sensor there are 1053 autofocus points covering the entire imaging area, so no matter where your subject is within your frame, the OM-3 will be able to lock on and focus.
Inside we find 6.5 stops of in-body image stabilisation, ensuring sharp, clear images even in challenging conditions. When paired with a Sync-IS capable lens, the OM-3 achieves a staggering 7.5 stops, delivering incredible stability.
This is really noticeable throughout my time with the camera, whether handheld shooting in low-lit areas, a little bit of video whilst walking, or when using the new 100 to 400mm to capture this goal stood on a rock. This is an equivalent 200 to 800mm zoom, which I'm just resting on the bar, and the Sync-IS of the lens combined with the camera smooths out any unwanted wobble or shake.
For video shooters or content creators, the OM-3 definitely doesn't let you down, as it's packed with some powerful features ideal for supporting your creative recordings. Starting us off, we have 4K up to 60p from an oversampled 5K image with no cropping, resulting in smooth, highly detailed footage. This is available in 10-bit H.265 and OM log 400, but it doesn't stop there.
Huge news for videographers is that OM system now gives you the opportunity to shoot in both OM Cinema 1 and OM Cinema 2. Both of these are cinematic picture profiles designed to give you blockbuster style looks to your footage, all in camera. OM Cinema 1 offers vibrant yellows and enhanced contrast for dynamic results, whereas OM Cinema 2 produces a softer look with lower contrast, perfect for capturing dreamier moments. On top there is a quick dial, letting you switch between stills, video and slow and quick modes, saving you time if you are a hybrid shooter much like I am. You have the option to shoot anywhere between 1 frame per second and 120 frames per second, offering an incredible range and flexibility. It wouldn't be an OM without its computational modes, which, until now, have been fairly tucked away in the menu. But now, on the OM-3, we find the old AF selector is now a computational photography switch, giving you super quick and easy access to live ND, live grad, high-res shot, HDR, focus stacking, and multiple exposures. I'm a big fan of these modes and have had a lot of fun getting creative in the past with them, but a quick breakdown is as follows. Live ND mimics the effect of a neutral density filter for longer exposures without the extra gear. You can select from Live ND 2 all the way up to Live ND 64. Live Grad achieves a perfectly graduated exposure in camera, again reducing the need for additional gear. There are 3 to select, from Live Grad 2, 4 or 8. Next is High Res mode, where you can choose from a 50 megapixel handheld option or an 80 megapixel if you're using a tripod. In this mode, the sensor will shift and capture multiple images, combine them into one, and leave you with a highly detailed end result. Focus stacking allows you to combine multiple images and create a depth of field effect like no other, allowing you to really show off that smaller world around you. Live Composite is possibly one of my favourites, and this allows you to take an image and then add more light to it as you keep the shutter open. It's brilliant for creative low light shooting or star trails. And then there's multiple exposure mode, which is something I've not really played with much before. When in this mode, you take the first image, which is displayed faintly on the screen, before moving to take your next. The OM then blends the 2 images together to leave you with an arty end result, although this is something I need to play with more in the future.
As with so many other OM cameras, we find some of the best weather ceilings that I've come across in the industry. Not only is the OM-3 dust, splash and freeze proof, but it's actually rated up to an IP53, meaning it can handle some of the harshest environments I've thrown a camera at, including this, my water bottle.
Changing lenses in the field can sometimes be a worry, as dust or dirt could get onto your sensor, but with the supersonic wave filter that vibrates at a staggering 30,000 times a second, helps to budge anything that could have settled on your sensor's surface. On one side we find the single SD card slot, and on the other there are the usual ports, with a microphone and headphone socket, along with a micro HDMI and USB-C charging port. This is probably a good time to mention that it's the same BLX1 battery already on the market that powers the OM-3, and it can shoot up to 500 raw images on a single charge. Recharging is simple via the USB-C port, which can also deliver power via a compatible power bank, even when using the camera.
The OM system OM-3 encapsulates everything a modern creator needs, seamlessly combining the charm of a classic design with cutting-edge technology. From its customizable colour profiles and computational photography features, to its intelligent autofocus and pro-level stills and video quality, this camera is built for those who see the world differently. Whether you're a seasoned professional or an inspired enthusiast, the OM-3 invites you to push the boundaries of your creativity. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe, ring that bell to get notifications of all our latest content. If you'd like any more information, please check out the link below or pop into your local London Camera Exchange.